guys. Alright, so for this next video, I'm gonna answer your questions. Last time I answered Wade's, last time, is I'm gonna upload it, these really close together, I guess, which is the essential uses of the tools. Next, I'm gonna answer these three questions. We have, how the fuck does one go about using layers? How can you add textures in layers? And text fonts, adding them to GIMP. So I start off with layers in GIMP. I'm gonna pull this back up. Gonna zoom out with minus. Here we have our layers dialog. We have, let's talk about visibility first. Right now, technically all these layers are visible. I'm gonna crop Matt and Jenna's layer real quick to make this easy to see. Just crop that, move it like here. See how that works? All these are visible. Now say I just want to make Matt and Jenna's visible. I'm gonna hit shift, hit that eye next to their layer. If I want to make all the layers visible again, I just click it again. Makes sense? You can do that with any layer. Say I want to make Matt and Jenna's layer invisible. Click it, back. Click, 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 click. Easy as pie, right? These are all different types of layers. Before I talked about transparency. I'm not going to go into transparency now, but it's not too tricky if you want to mess with it or if you want to ask me questions. It's fine. Next we have our opacity. So let's say we want Matt and Jenna to be like meld in with the orange a little bit. We're just going to change this opacity. There we go. Make sense? Okay. Pretty easy. Now we're going to look at these layer tools we have down here. So we have this delete layer tool, which is not working for me right now. See? Just deleted it. I'm going to undo that. So it deletes the selected layer. I'll come back to the selected layer part in a moment. We can duplicate it here. Move it down. My video editing software makes this harder, but move it down. You can move it up. You can also drag them, which I prefer, but apparently I can't do either of those right now. Excuse me. So, now what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about selected layers, which is pretty easy. Right now I have Matt and Jenna's layer selected. You can tell because of these two ways. Well, not one way, but it's going to change in a moment. Right now it's blue, highlighted. Say I wanted to move it. I move it around, yada, yada, yada. We look over here, and we can see that it's more of a light gray. It just tells you which one is selected. Selected one is the one you're going to be using. This is helpful with this move tool, where you always hit move the active layer. Pick a layer, a guy will try and fuck you over. But with crop, you want to crop the current layer only, or you can crop all of them together. It's depending on what you want to do, but that'll help. To make a new layer, we're going to hit layer. We're going to go to the layer menu up here. Hit new layer. You can make it whatever. You can make it one of these things. You can make it the foreground color. In this case, that would be black. Background color. In this case, that would be white. You can make it white, or you can make it transparency. Right now, I'm going to make this a transparency just for an example. This layer works just like a regular layer. We can move down. We can move up. We can't move up because it's being pissy at me, but you can move up on your computer. It's just the software. Don't worry about it. Make it only visible. We can make all of them visible. It's really great. So we delete that. Personally, I prefer to use this menu right here with the edit layer attributes and all this. Speaking of edit layer attributes, I did this in a past recording and didn't do it now. Let's say we want to change this from pasted layer to Matt and Jenna. Just do that. Hit OK. That's easy. That's what edit layer attributes is. It's not a big menu. Now say we want to bring in a texture. I already have my textures file open. You would just have to maneuver through your files. So say I want to have this one open. Bam, I just click on it. Whoops. Sorry, Skype message. Then we're gonna open another layer. Say we want to open like this layer and down to this layer. I wouldn't recommend using that many textures at the same time, but you know, do what makes you happy. I'm gonna open them. It's gonna take a second. Sorry, I mean, I'm just trying to demonstrate how you can open more than one at the same time. Sorry, it's my software. Alright, let's try that one more time. File open as layers. I can't edit this out because editing doesn't work on Microsoft. It's a thing that I'm using. Alright, fuck it. You know what I'm saying, guys. You can open more than one layer at the same time by hitting shift and then clicking down to what you want. It makes sense. Alright, next, I'm gonna go back to your question. I hope that I answered both of those. I don't think it's too tricky. It's a valid question. It's just once you know how to work it, it's a little bit easier. How can you add text fonts? So I When you're doing this, you find the font first. That's kind of hard to do. You have to find a free font, one that someone will let you use. You have to like the post if you want to do it. And you want to have up the downloads. If you want to talk more about where you can find fonts. I don't know a whole lot about it, but you can always come and ask me. And I want you to have 2 of these little menu of these computer, I think of them as like computer dialogues up. The downloads dialog and you have your libraries dialog. Libraries, I want you to go to local disk. We're gonna start by putting on your computer. I don't know anything about Macs. I'm doing this all on a Windows computer. So if you're a Mac user, you're fucked because I mean you're not fucked, but you can probably find something, but I don't know how to do it. Hit Windows, you hit fonts, right? You're gonna hide these. I found a supernatural font, luckily, which is actually really cool. So I'm gonna download the supernatural font. See, we have it in a zip file. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna pull up these 2 ones that I want to use. I have another one open that I've been using. It's called Sell Your Soul, I think is the name of the font. So I'm just gonna. Oh, it's not my font. I feel like I should make this obvious. Not my font. I know how to make it. Generally, you read this. Just gonna tell you a little bit about it. It's no big. You can't use these for commercial use. I don't think you guys are, just so you know. So you can take this, you're going to drag it back into your downloads folder. Your downloads folder, you're going to see the actual font file, not the zip file, the font file. If this font's right here, you're going to drag this into your font. So say copy, installing, you wait, it's there. Okay? Now to install it into GIMP, you need to do both. You need to install it on your computer and into GIMP. You hit back to local disk. You're going to go to Program Files, GIMP 2, Share, libwumpf. I don't know if this is how it is on everyone. It's how it is on my computer. And here we have all our GIMP fonts. I'm going to just take this again, just drag it into fonts. I hit continue. There we go. Make sense? I'm just going to minimize these. Now, to make it show up, you have to close GIMP. Close it completely, not just to there. You have to relaunch it. It's going to bring up your GIMP startup. See how it says fonts? This may take a while. What's happening is it's recognizing. I would assume. I don't have any proof of this, to be honest, but I'm assuming it's recognizing this new font that you just downloaded, and it's uploading it to GIMP. Let's make this ginormous. File, new, whatever. I don't care about this layer size right now. I'm gonna go to text. I'm gonna write, "Hi guys," smiley face, because I put a smiley. Actually, I don't know if smiley is gonna work. We're going to select all of this. You can't edit it from here if you remember the name of the font. Normally, when I'm searching for fonts, I go through this. And it should. There we go. You're right there. See? There we go. You have a supernatural font. So we'd say, right, supernatural. Hope I spelled that right. Yes, I did. Awesome. Yeah. See? Okay, this is an example of how this move thing will fuck you over. You have to hit move active layer. Alright. See? There you go. Okay. I hope that answered your questions. If you have any more, or you have any questions about this, just send me some more stuff. Alright, bye guys.